How y'all doing? Today we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you how I do civil rights activism in the city of Amarillo. For a lot of people who are interested in civil rights, there's a lot of different ways that you can fight to help improve the situation with minorities. And we fight for all people, though. I'm for the U.S. Constitution as always, and I do things in accordance with making sure the improvement of the nation is something that I address, not necessarily just for certain people, certain groups. Of course, I am Hispanic, so I do fight for minorities. As strongly as I can. We need as many minority leaders that fight back for the people against oppression and these things. They do exist. Not all people are against minorities. We don't preach that. Not all police are against minorities, but there are a lot of situations in the system that keep people from, living normal lives and going through situations that they basically are hindering them. Now, that, like I said, this is about improving people. It's not about attacking people. And so one of the ways that I do that is I go into the urban neighborhoods. Some of them can be a little bit rough or dangerous, and I help to promote literacy. Promoting literacy is an excellent way to give back to your communities, especially low income communities, because education is the key to success. And we want our students, our children, our families to always value reading and literacy and getting more educated. I think of literacy as something like, like reading books as something as like an iPhone. If you have or Android, whichever your pick, an iPhone or an Android is nothing without an app. Like, you need apps to run it. That's the same thing with our brains and reading. If you don't read books, fiction, nonfiction, study for a craft, or become educated in college, because basically that's what college is. It's reading a bunch of books. Um, you're not going to be fare well as well as you would against your contemporaries, against people, your peers. And so reading is very important. And one of the ways that I do that is I make these bookmarks. I print them out. They're all my original artwork. This one says "I love to dance," and I go through. I'm cutting them right now. I have to. I have my little paper cutter here, and I got plenty. Excuse the wind. I got plenty more of them here. I'm going to show you inside this book thing here. So we got this one that we got some that say. Let me get this camera right. One that says "Jesus is the way." I love to dance. Reading opens doorways. Your wings were meant to be seen. It's a butterfly. We have "My dad takes me fishing for books," and "Thank you, mom, for reading to me." I use these bookmarks to go into the neighborhoods, and I do sell them, but it's only for like $1, sometimes 50 cents, at the most $2. A lot of the kids, the main thing is the artwork and sharing with them a way. I have to make some type of living doing what I do, but at the same time, I do it in a way that they can afford it. And not only that, I give a lot of them away also. So any kid that doesn't, that wants one, or any family that wants a bookmark that isn't getting one, I'll definitely give it to them if they don't have the money. So some people, though, the real good part about it is most people are really good, and they'll give me $5, $10, or sometimes even 50. I've had 100, or made $200 in one day. But I always use that to reprint. It goes back to the community, and so they actually pay for the bookmarks of other people. So it's a system of hand sharing, handshaking, everybody working together, and you'll find that a lot of times the people in your communities are actually really for that stuff. And that's what we're doing today, and I'll keep the camera rolling. Now, I'm not going to go show you faces, and to protect the privacy of those people that are there participating. But I will show you, like, me walking into the neighborhood, and maybe keep the camera on for a little bit. But I want to always protect the citizens and the privacy of their own home, not filming on their property or anything like that. So we won't be doing that. But I just want to show you guys a little bit about what I do. I've been doing this for years already. I probably about maybe 5 or 6 years now. I've been actively doing this. I've been to tens and tens of thousands of homes throughout Texas. I completed almost the entire Rio Grande Valley. But back in the Rio Grande Valley, I was hand painting these. Yeah, think about that. So I hand painted over 14,000 of these in different designs, the ones that you're seeing here, but I transferred it all to digital. So I don't hand paint them no more. You know, you can imagine that that's a relief. So I want to distribute more, and I do more now because I digitize them and I print them out at companies and there wherever I go. I'm in Amarillo right now. I'll be in cities later, further up Texas, and continuing on my mission to spreading this awareness for minorities and Hispanics, blacks, and for everyone though. You know, like I said, we're for white people too. It's not, there's a lot of low income white people that don't have things, just like there's low income black and low income minority. And it's nobody is, you know, in place of anybody else. We love all people, and we're for the United States Constitution. And but we got to fight. We also do need to seriously fight for minorities, and we need to see black people, especially Hispanics, you know, getting better opportunities in the United States. But once again, as I always say, we're 100% for all. Thank you guys. God bless, and I'll start the video when I get into the neighborhood. Okay, so we're here at some of these neighborhoods. This is in the northwest district of Amarillo, Texas. This neighborhood I'm going into now. One of the things I was going to say is that before you do any of this type of work, walking into neighborhoods that we're not saying anything bad about the neighborhood. You know, neighborhoods are neighborhoods, but some neighborhoods they have tough they have people who have, you know, they've been stepped on, and there's a lot of oppression, and you know, guys coming in and out of prison and things like that. And you don't you want to have respect. You always want to have the highest respect for everyone, and don't go into neighborhoods like this unless you have a reason. You know, that's what I would say is the biggest thing. If you ain't got no business being on someone's territory, or we're not saying it's their territory or anything, it's not really about that. It's just that, like, you have some respect. Like, just if you don't need to be in someone's neighborhood, don't be in anyone's neighborhood anywhere. But since we're doing civil rights activism, we're trying to reach the youth and the families and trying to get them to read more. This is what we do. And so I'm gonna show you that I'm entering the neighborhood, and you might get an audio, but then I'm gonna cut the video just to show you that I do this. And you especially don't want people seeing you filming in their neighborhoods if uh, you know, if you're doing this kind of work. Every other YouTuber, I don't know, they can do whatever they want, but when you're fighting for the rights of minorities, it gets dangerous because you have opposing views and people who are saying some things about some things, and uh, you know, they'll mix things up and they'll get you in trouble. So some people will be like, he's bad, he's this, that, when you're just trying to help people, and they try to spread lies and stuff. But let me go to a couple houses. Working, like turning the camera on. Listen, I'm not gonna make you a victim, dude. Like, oh, what's up then? They get mad. They open fire at this house. Well, no, I'm not trying to get people smoked at their house either. I was just gonna do this work. Nobody's afraid. Nobody's afraid. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. Like, you can't do what you're doing anymore. We're gonna still do it, but I'm gonna make sure that we gotta make sure nobody's lying. You see, he wants me to make him a victim. Like, why are you doing that? I'm not gonna make you a victim, bro. What do you mean? Like, he keeps trying to talk around it. If this is what my Lord wants, then that's it. Me getting beat up or something, that's different. But if they bring a gun or whatever, there's this guy over here talking shit. All right. They can lie. That's what this is about too. But you got to deal with the phone. Phone. Am I afraid? No. That's what they go with. They go with it. They're all about it. That's what he almost hit that dude over there. They're shooting something at me. Whoa! 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 Oh my God, let's go! They're shooting something at me. You see that car? What they just did? They were shooting something at me. All right. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm okay. Yeah. Thank you. They were trying to get small. Well, let me go to the church now and do my work. Now that I realize they're messing around. Yeah, I'm good. You saw what they were doing? Yeah, I don't. There was some guy that he started trouble over here. When I was right there, he almost hit some people on this side, and then he drove through here and did a U-E on me like I was sitting at the church, and he was like, "What's up?" And then he started saying things in the street, and I was like, "Why? What's up?" He's like, "Well, what do you? I'll keep it down for your kid," but he's like, "Well." He's just like saying a lot of bad stuff. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I was like, and he's like, well, why are you looking at me like that and all this stuff? And I was like, hello. And I was just like, nah, like I'm not gonna make you a victim. Like I'm not gonna do that, you know. And then he's like, well, I'm coming right back with my uncle, whatever he said. And then he came back with like a group of kids, and they started shooting some type of like BB gun rocket at me. But I did throw a rocket there. I missed. That was good. But I don't want to like get shot or nothing. But they try to point me out the street, and I'm like, nah. They came. He's like, I'll be right back. And then he came back with like a group, and then they started shooting or whatever. But it's okay. I mean, like I've already had guns pulled on me and real guns, real guns. So this is like, yeah, exactly, exactly. Some dudes will drive by and use a real, but I don't know what it was. It was like some type of like one of those plastic BB guns. Like it was stinging a little bit, but it wasn't anything big. And so, but that's what that. And I'm not trying to. I don't want to incorporate any families or nothing into it. Like, I'll handle it if these guys want to do something. Like, you see. Okay, thank you. I'm actually going to be at the church right there, but I'm not. I don't want to get you anybody involved, but I really think that's all they wanted to do was just cause a little trouble. Yeah, be childish, and so I'll keep it cool though. If you're out here though, man, hey, that's good, man. Cause my name's David, man. It's real nice to meet you. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, thank you. I'll be right here. These are my people. These are Hispanics, probably primarily. So you can have people out here. These are Hispanics primarily, so this is good for me. And they love me. A lot of my Hispanics, and they support my work. Okay. Oh, I got some dogs. We'll back up. So I'm gonna keep the camera rolling, but like I said, I'm gonna try to keep people out of them. So you're gonna, if you don't mind taking a ride, I'll probably put pure audio or something and give you some type of theme or something in the background, so you don't have to deal with it. Just to show you that this is what I do, because that's the main thing. And why do I show you? To encourage others to do it, to help others do it. Because now here, this one has a gate, so I do walk into these gates, so you can see, like, stuff gets gritty. You got to be careful. All right. And I do this for the people. It's dangerous, yes, but it's okay, because I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to film the person. So we're walking in the gate. Let me see what they say. I'll probably blink the camera out every time I go into every time I see them and things like that. So I'm opening up my book right now with all my bookmarks. Okay, so no one's answering. Now, I would not suggest anybody does this, like walking into gates and things like that, unless you have a very, very good purpose, and it better be for the benefit of those people. Because I've had guns pulled, I've had, man, everything. It gets dangerous when you're doing this work. But you want to uplift the people and you want them to be educated. So let me see this lady right here. Hello. Buenos Aires. How are you doing, sir? My name's David Casa, sir. I'm an artist. Hello, ma'am. I'm an artist from the Rio Grande Valley. I'm here on a Christian pilgrimage, blessing Texas in the form of a cross. I'm a civil rights activist, sir. So I'm Hispanic. I fight for the rights of minorities, but for everybody. I love all people, and I make these bookmarks right here to encourage youth reading, to get the people to focus on education and things like that. And I go through all the cities, and I mean, I got my hands full here. And I make these bookmarks that say, Jesus is the way. I love to dance. Reading opens doorways. Your wings were meant to be seen. My dad takes me fishing for books. And thank you, Mom, for reading to me. I sell them for $1 a piece, $2 a piece. They help me to continue this mission of promoting literacy for our kids and families if you'd like help support. Hell yeah, man. We're not big followers, man, but we appreciate that, man. Oh, yes, yes, sir. Thank you. You have a wonderful day, and I appreciate your time. Thank you. Good luck, thank you. Okay, and that's the first one. And then we'll do a couple more. Got some dogs barking. Okay, here's the next houses right here. So you can see, we're not seeing anything about their houses or nothing, but it's pretty gritty out here. You gotta be careful. But the good thing is that a lot of the dudes that are in these areas, they're respectful. They're not, they don't want any type of they're not against me. Like most of the people in these neighborhoods are not against me. So they see what I'm doing, the activism. They know we're trying to increase, like the guy that just said right there, I'm all for you. I'm not a follower, but I'll give you, but you have a great day and everything like that. So he's all for it. And so here comes some other dudes up here. I'm going to bow my head because this gets pretty tough, this work. I don't want anybody thinking I'm disrespecting them or like taking over their neighborhood or not. We're here to help the kids, help our Hispanics, blacks. I'm going to stop at the stop sign right here because there's some people up ahead of me. And we want to have respect for them. Let them know it's you're respectful. Let's see what they say. No intentions. Hello. How are you doing? How are you doing, sir? Buenos Aires. My name is David Casas. I'm an artist. I'm from the Rio Grande Valley. I'm here on a Christian pilgrimage, blessing Texas in the form of a cross. I walked all this way here. And, oh, perdón, pero, ¿cómo se dice? Disculpe. Mi nombre es David Casas y yo vendé separadores. Todo es mi arte original. Mi misión es para la educación de gente y todo, yo hace todo. Esta es Jesús, es el camino. Me encanta bailar. Mi unicornio, mis mariposas. Mi papá me lleva a pescar por libros. Gracias, mamá, por leerme. Es $2 o $1 para uno si quieres ayudar mi misión para la gente. Oh, sí, gracias. Que tenga un buen día. So my Spanish is okay, it's okay. But you have to you better know both Spanish and English. All right. So now we're gonna leave that area and go into a more grittier neighborhood, which I've already been in these neighborhoods on this side. This is in Amarillo, Texas. Um, so I've already been on this side right here, and you got to be careful with people. Maybe this guy wants to give $1. Well, he's free to park there. He's just parked in the middle of the road. Oh, you got change? Oh man, thank you, thank you. Yes, sir. All right, they get some change. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Thank you guys. Bye bye. And so they gave some change, and that was the car that just that said, that we don't follow you or nothing, but that's okay. Then they show their support with change, so it's really good. It's like a couple bucks, so that's a good thing. They came back. Now I'll probably like edit the video to where we reach like several different more neighborhoods. We're gonna go, if you can see the camera pointed straight ahead. Um, we're gonna go into that field over there. There's neighborhoods all up this block right here I'm showing you, and this is where it's a little tougher. Okay, it depends on. I went across the street here. It's not really jaywalking. I'm at the cross stop. But this is what I do, and I've been doing this for several years, for 6 or 7 years already, in all the bad cities. And I don't want to say bad cities, tough cities. I don't say people are good or bad, but tougher cities. And well, now you probably understand why the police don't like me.